Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. In this video, one of the most important things that you have to do is to understand like gesture and figure. For figure drawing, you need to know how to have a flow with the gesture, right? And so one of the things you must do, friends, is to practice stick figures. Like I'm showing you here, stick figure drawing is very important. It's going to really help you understand proportions, gestures, so on and so forth. So make sure you understand how the figure stands, moves, animating the stick figure, right? It's not easy to do. It's a hard thing, really. It's not like saying, hey, I don't know how to draw, I can only do stick figures, The person that can do stick figures is actually really, really good. So friends, as I'm showing you right here, right? It's very simple. There are many different ways that you can think of the stick figure, You could make a round for a circle and a sort of another oval shape for the chest area, and then a little bit of like I'm doing for the pelvis area, and then connect it to the legs, So here's one way, and you could have your own way as well, like you would make circles rather than these kind of shapes, However, as you can see, what you're looking for is that flow, the gesture, and it should be done nice and simply without overthinking, very easily, okay? So this will really help you. So as you can see, there you go, the person standing, there's a gesture, there's a posture. He's about to draw his gun like the Wild West, And so you need to practice different ways, of this, and make it very simple, move on to the next, What you need to do is to etch in your mind, the different postures and the different... So when you see some people walking on the street and sitting in the park, they're making all these different movements. So you'll begin to understand how to represent these gestures very easily if you understand how to manipulate the stick figure. So the stick figure is the key. If you're able to look at the stick figure like this and work with it, right? And there are thousands of different possibilities, and you can keep on going with this. But the point is not to overdo it, but to keep it simple and just study the stick figures and the gestures and the postures and look for those proportions, and you could have some guidelines and you can draw within the guidelines. You could have actually a guideline going for the head, a guideline for going all the way down for the torso, for the hip area, and then build from there, right? So you'll be always like your proportions will be right. Okay, friends? So as you can see, different postures, and you can look up different references, people standing in different ways, but you're not really making anything realistic, but just try to make a very good stick figure, This is very important. This is going to help you, friends. All right, and if you practice in this manner, believe me, your imagination is going to be, there's a portal that's going to open up.